Have you heard about ETA? That is the Electronic Travel Authorization form that you have to complete if you're planning to go to the UK. If it's something you're interested in, then stay tuned because this video is for you. Hey fellow travelers, it's Norman Payne from Up and Away. Thank you for stopping in and welcome back to my channel. Have you heard about ETA? It's the Electronic Travelers Authorization form that you have to complete to get into the UK. It's something new, it just started, but I'm gonna tell you what it is, what it's all about, and how you can apply for an ETA if you're planning to go to the UK. So let's jump in. The electronic traveler document that you need to get into the UK. It is not a visa, but it kind of feels like it is. There's a few things you need to know about what you need to do and how you can apply for it, and I'm going to tell you all about it right now. This form is equivalent to a visa, and it will give you authorization to enter into the United Kingdom. It is kind of like a pre-screening so they know who's coming to their country, and you'll have a document letting them know that you're good and that you've already been vetted to come into their country. The ETA is linked to your passport, so it won't be another piece of paper or even a QR code. It will be linked to the passport that you have right now. Now I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of countries that are going to need an ETA. The list is long, so I'm going to show you the list because it's too long for me to tell you about it. This is so long that I'm not going to get into saying who needs it. Better still, let's talk about who does not need it. You do not need it if you already have a visa to get into the UK. You do not need it if you are in a live and work permission situation in the UK. If you're studying in the UK, you don't need it either. If you're transitioning through their airport, you don't need the form just to fly into it. You won't be leaving the airport, so you do not need the form. But make sure you talk to your airlines about it before you go. You need to know if they are going to require you to have that ETA attached to your passport. If you are a British or Irish citizen, you do not need an ETA. If you are traveling with a British territory passport, once again, don't need it. If you are a British national overseas, don't need it. If you live in Ireland, you do not need it. They will allow you to get into the country without the ETA. If you are a student on a France to UK trip, kids are going on a France to UK school trip, they won't need it either. They'll get a special permission to get in the country on that school trip. If you are exempt from immigration control, once again, will not need it. If you have dual citizenship and one of the countries that you have citizenship is a British country, won't need it. So what will an ETA get you? If you are coming to visit, say, friends and family for 6 months, you will need an ETA, and it will allow you to stay there for at least 6 months. If you're coming to the UK for a 3-month creative work concession, you will need an ETA. If you do fly into their airport, you will need it if you're gonna have to go through border control. They will ask you for it, so check with your airlines before you go. If you are going to visit the UK, then check with them to find out if you need it. If it's any other reason than vacationing or business, you may need to get it. And you don't want to find out once you get off the plane and they will not let you into their country. An ETA will not guarantee that you can enter into their country, but it is the first step that you need to take before you depart. It only takes about 3 days for approval, but we're going to get into that in just a second. Be sure you check with your airlines. They will know what you need to get into the United Kingdom. If you have a criminal record, you cannot get an ETA. What you're going to have to get is a standard visa. A standard visa is a different type of scrutiny if you have a criminal record. If you was previously denied an ETA, you're probably going to have to go for the standard visa. What can you not do with the ETA? You cannot stay longer than 6 months in the United Kingdom. You cannot be a self-employed person and get into the UK with an ETA if you're going to make money, or even if money's going to transfer through your hands to another company. You cannot do that with an ETA. You're going to need a work visa. If you live in the UK, half of your time in the United States and half of your time in the UK, you're probably gonna need an ETA. If you are married or getting married, you cannot use an ETA to enter. You need a marriage visa, which is totally different. We ain't even gonna talk about that. How much does an ETA cost? It costs about 16 pounds, which is roughly $21 USD. Everyone that is traveling in your party, including babies, need to get an electronic travel authorization from the United Kingdom. Once you apply, you cannot get a refund. So be sure that you're ready to apply. You have all the stuff you need and you are going to the United Kingdom, because you will not get a refund if anything changes. What you will need to apply for Electronic Travel Authorization, it will be your passport, not a photocopy. You will need your physical passport to apply. You will need access to an email. You will have to have a photograph of yourself, a picture, just like sending in a picture with your passport. You're going to have to take a picture to add to your entry form. You definitely will need some type of payment so you can pay for your ETA. I'm talking American Express, Visa, MasterCard. You can be sure that they will take American Express, a Visa, or MasterCard. They will also take Apple Pay and Google Pay. You do not need to enter your travel details because this is good for at least 2 years. That's 2 years that it'll be good for, or until your passport expires, whichever comes first. You can apply online, and they have an app that you can do it on as well. Those are the easiest ways to get this done. Like I said earlier, it takes about 3 days. I will plan my trip so that I can get this beforehand. I'm planning on going to the UK, and I'm gonna apply for mine in enough time before I depart for my trip. Occasionally it might take longer than 3 days. If it does, don't worry about it. They may be backed up or something like that, but they will let you know the status of your ETA. If you have a group like I do, then each person must apply separately. They say you can travel while the UK is making a decision on your ETA. I don't advise that at all. Get that ETA, get it approved. You won't have to worry about it. You could get all the way to London and find out you can't get into the country. I would get that ETA in enough time before I make that trip. After applying, you will get an email. That's why you need a working email that you can sign into. Don't give them an old email that you don't even know the password to. Give them an email that you can sign into. You can travel back and forth to the UK as many times as you want. Once you get it, it is good for 2 years and you can go back and forth with no problems. Remember that your passport must have at least 3 months past the time you're supposed to come back off your trip. So you want to have a passport that is good. You don't want one that might expire while you're gone. That will be a problem when you get to border control. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you are planning on going to the United Kingdom anytime soon, leave me a comment. Let me know how your ETA process went. Was it easy? Did you have a hang-up? Do you have any tips for everyone? Let me know how that went. Be sure that you share this video with anyone that's going over to the UK. They may not even know that they need electronic travel authorization. So let them share this video with them. Also, give me a thumbs up, like this video. Don't forget to become a subscriber and hit that notification bell so you'll know the next time I upload another video. Well, that's it for the day. Until our paths cross again soon, I'll see you then. Peace.
Please like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on all my social media. Just hashtag #UpUpUpNorman.